Beste mensen, wederom een uitzending van Eemland on the Move. En het gaan vanuit hier over in het Nederlands, want we hebben bij ons de gast Gareth. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, well, I finally nailed you down, so that's
I've done my best to avoid you.
Indeed, you did your fair share, but hey, at the end,
you got me.
Yeah,
fair enough.
I got you. Gareth, your full name, please, because there's many Gareths, and we really want to make a distinction.
I'm Gareth Davies.
Davies, yeah. And you're lost in translation because obviously you're not originally from here. How the hell did you get into the Netherlands?
A long time ago. First of all, moved here to set up an advertising agency for Volvo in Amsterdam, and then I did some other bits and pieces, and then for a while I worked with Nike, and then some other stuff, and now I'm a rugby coach.
But it sounds like suddenly an epiphany hit you. But I would guess that you had a background in rugby somewhere.
I did play. Yeah, I played myself. But I was watching Wales beat Fiji, and we ended up staying in the same hotel as the coach coordinator for Wales. And then he said, "Look, if you want to do your stuff, come over to Riska and do your level 1 and level 2. And then if you want, we'll do your level 3 as well." But then COVID came, and then kind of put it, and that's it really.
So you started your trainer development or coaching or certificates in the Wales, really? But you're not Welsh, are you?
No, my father was Welsh.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of my family lived in Wales or live in Wales. But I grew up in England.
You grew up in England, okay. So I'm not going to say the right side because that's disputable, right?
Yeah.
Or debatable. So, the reason I really would like to have this conversation with you, you have a specific interest, right? You're really focused on youth development and right?
Yeah. Oh, just player development in general. I think it's. I've done a lot of other courses. I was in New Zealand last year, and it's really clear that focusing on the core skills and the basic skills and player development, player improvement, and that process has fascinated me now in terms of making players even better. And I think that's my focus. So I'm at the academy in Southwest, do 4 or 5 sessions a week there, developing younger guys, doing the Colts here, and then sort of preparing them mainly for the next jump into senior rugby with the futures. Yeah. It's going quite well, I must say. There's quite a good uptake. There's the right amount of interest. We've slowly grown and developed as a team we had a poor start, but then we actually managed to kind of pick ourselves up, focus on some really core skills.
Are you talking about poor start Colts?
Yeah, for the Colts.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
It wasn't. First week back from the summer holidays, new team, new coach. And your first game against HRC.
That's the Hague. That's tough. Yeah.
But hey, I'm really proud of what they've managed to achieve so far. We had a good game against Utrecht last week, where I think, we played our best game. I think we won almost all our lineouts. We won all our own scrums. We scored twice off first phase ball, which I don't train, by the way, but we managed to do it.
To do that for some reason.
That shows that we're doing some things right.
Okay,
it's good.
So what made you, indeed, because, we were just, before we started the interview, this is not your first club here in the Netherlands, is this right?
No, it's not. No, I've been to a few clubs. I've been started out with Delft. Then Delft kind of merged into the Hook of Holland with the Colts team.
Yeah.
And then last year was with Diok, and then Mitch and Renee asked if I would move over.
And Diok was also the futures or the youth. Yeah. Okay. So so you live somewhere. Where?
I live in Wassenaar.
Okay, so you live.
So it was close. I could go there on my bicycle.
Okay, that was lovely. That's something different now then.
It's something much different now. But it's it's worth it. So I do the Colts, then I do the seniors, and then get home late on a Tuesday and Thursday. But it's worthwhile.
Because you're also involved in the Aspire Academy or no?
No,
the Southwest. So that's the
Just
Ramo.
Southwest.
The Ramo. What is that?
ZW.
ZW.
Yeah,
Southwest. Yeah. Okay. That's that.
So yeah, I'm involved there.
Yeah.
But I also coach the Dutch under 18s development team.
Really? Together with who's doing that?
I'm the head coach. We've
Now
got
you're the head
Bart,
coach. Oh, okay.
Bart Wieringer, and we're still looking for another forwards coach.
Oh, so that's changed again because there was somebody else, I believe.
I think so too. It does change, but I'm the one at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm the guy at the moment.
You're the man.
But,
okay. So you're going to prepare for Prague again now?
No, I'll be. It's because it was the 17s, but we've merged them together so that we've got more chance to develop and put them under pressure to develop. So they would have normally trained with the 16s and maybe played with the 16s, but now they're going to play the 18s.
Okay.
So 17s play 18s, etc. So we'll get there's a squad of 39 guys in the development team and 36 guys in the performance team.
Oh, okay.
And that's the team that will go to Prague.
Okay. So, got it. And what made you actually join then Eemland? Because, having this background.
Well, actually, about 3. How long has Mitch been here?
This is his second season, yeah.
Second season. So I met Mitch originally the year before he came here. He came to my house and we talked, and we've sort of kept in touch because he's at Ramo, and we've played against each other a few times. So I knew Mitch. I liked the way he talked and what he did, and I wanted to be part of that sort of high performance culture that will actually really focusing more on the development of players rather than the winning of matches, and looking at that sort of process over outcome.
True, but we
philosophy.
can overdo it, right? So we can overdo it. The match in Delft was what?
That was the most unfortunate match because I think that was a low point.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. That was the lowest I've been so far.
I know,
at least when we lost to HRC with the Colts, there was hope.
Yeah, there was a start. Yeah,
but I think it's been good, and I think the way that we look after players and things like that will happen that one day you've got a lot of injuries and you have to fulfill the fixture because of the links between the first team and the futures team. And we took one for the team there, I think.
But what is it? So you are specifically want to grow talent and develop talent and get the youngsters into the seniors. What is it then? Okay, so this year you've developed. I think where the Colts were left, they were number 1 in the plate, right? And they're now playing for promotion into the Cup.
It's just I think 3 extra games. It's no promotion relegation.
Okay, so they automatically next year they're going to be in the Cup pool.
They could do, but I think what we'll probably try and do is start in the plate. It depends how they work with the season. But I think we're capable of playing cup or plate, no problem. But we've just got to have a little bit more time as a team before. So hopefully, if
really throw into the deep.
If the competition starts in October, then we'll be in good place.
So, and what is it that what you see that we really are trying to set up here, or what do we need more to get to that level that we have? We can say, okay, we've got a very well structured approach to developing youth and making that bridge into the seniors.
The Colts currently play the same game, exactly the same game, but probably less detailed. Yeah. We have maybe, say, 15 line-out calls. The seniors probably have about 30 or 40 with variations. Yeah. We run our attack off 9 the same, our attack off 10 the same, just to varying levels of execution. Yeah. So when they move up, they know that to fix something that doesn't work, there's 3 or 4 different ways of fixing it, that kind of thing. So it helps with their decision making, helps them fit in because nothing's a big surprise. Yeah. And the coach sessions are set up the same, and the coaching style is the same.
So it's really being clear, concise, and structured, and a consistent approach.
The best we can. Sometimes, they don't get 100% concentration all the time, but most of the time we'll work on key factors and themes. So we periodize the season in the same way. We looked at defense first, then we looked at attack. Then we started with the real basics. So our defensive setup is exactly the same as the futures and the ones, but slightly different folds and slightly different sort of approach.
So and we just also discussed. I think you consider this a success this year, but I think about 6 or 7 are going to actually end up in the future team next year.
I think it could be as many as 9 or 10 actually, which will be good. Because the rules will change again, I think next year, where you have to have even more people under 24. And it's not, not all players are ready to play full games straight coming from Colts. So we'll have.
No, it's a big step, isn't it?
I think so, especially for them. It's completely different. It's all on them now. But we review the games. We talked with the players, and they should be able to take that criticism, constructive criticism, and then improvement to make their game better. And I think that's one of the things that these guys out here now have done quite well. They've all improved, some more than others, but all of them have improved, and I think that's testament to them actually sticking at it.
And improvement you measure by what kind of?
Being able to tackle more effectively, safer. Working together better, looking at how many times we probably made about maximum of 3 passes at the beginning of the season. I think we can keep possession now for up to 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's
that's what I see as like a real step forward. The results have started to come in. We just ran out of time, and I think we were looking at individual players. Some players have really blossomed in that team. From a leadership standpoint, we've also put in a lot more with a leadership group, and the leadership group now, sort of like the seniors, they help decide and make decisions for the rest of the team, but with the rest of the team support. So they've positioned themselves in a better place as well. It's we've done quite a lot this season, and it's hopefully we can do the same next season. And it will. Be good for all of them actually. Keep them in the game as well.
No, that's very important, because that's the biggest way you lose the most is indeed that transition from juniors into seniors.
Yeah, from juniors to Colts, I think sometimes it's up to 50% in most clubs in Holland, and I think it's even greater from Colts to seniors. But it's a different life stage as well.
Yeah, true. There's a lot.
So it's not all they don't like rugby anymore. I think a lot of people just don't have the time, or they go to a different place, or they move away for study. True. So it's a lot more factors in there.
So if I hear you correctly, you actually quite enjoyed being here, and you see yourself having a mission for the coming years for years to come.
For sure. Talking with Mitch about next season already, and with Adri to do the Colts and the futures, and then hopefully we can have another great season, I think.
Lovely. Great, Gareth. It wasn't too painful, was it?
No, actually.
No.
I should have done this ages ago.
Thank you very much, Gareth.
Thanks very much. Should have done this ages ago. Right.